welcome back to Made Up. It's your girl Diane, and in today's video, we are going to be reviewing the La Roche-Posay Tinted Mineral Sunscreen. This is the Anthelios Light Fluid Sunscreen in SPF 50. If that sounds interesting to you, let's get made up. All right, so first things first. Oh, there we go. And I know the bottle's a little bit like messy here, but that's what happens when you have a tinted mineral sunscreen, and this is what the bottle will look like if you're actually using this product. So I'm bringing you real life scenarios here. I picked this item up at Ulta. I believe it is $36.99. I did use a 20% off coupon, so just in case you guys are wondering, if you ever get those, I like to save those for products that I would want to get, but maybe don't want to, spend that much. First time I have used this brand, and I hear such great things about it. It's just at a higher price point, and I'm just not comfortable with that all the time. That's all that is. This sunscreen is actually a mineral sunscreen, so it's 100% mineral. Its main ingredient is titanium dioxide, and this one is at 11%. So just in case you guys were curious, because every sunscreen is different, and I will list the ingredients for you here on the screen just so that you can kind of see some of the inactive ingredients. But for the most part, the active ingredient is titanium dioxide. So what that means is it is strictly a physical sunscreen. So that physical sunscreen is going to create a physical barrier to protect you from the sun's rays. So that's what we're talking about here. This is an SPF 50, which is amazing. And of course, to get that SPF 50, you have to put a good amount on there. Typically, a general rule of thumb I like to use is a 1/4 teaspoon for the face and a 1/4 teaspoon for the neck. Also, you can use the 2-finger method, and especially with something like this, it is a very thin formula. So what that means is a lot of people are using the 2-finger method, maybe even the 3-finger method. I've seen that, but at least 2 fingers. You line this up on your fingers and just kind of go to town, make these little lines. You get what I'm saying. Like I said, this was a titanium dioxide sunscreen with cell ox shield that is, I believe, patented to La Roche-Posay. It protects from UVA, UVB rays, and antioxidants in there. This was tested on sensitive skin, fragrance-free. It's water resistant, but only for about 40 minutes. So that's something to take note. Other sunscreens that are water resistant are usually about 80 minutes. This one's 40. So if you're planning on taking a dip, just know that it's kind of quick. It's 40 minutes. Pretty quick. I think we got all the juicy details, so let's go ahead and move on to the meat and potatoes. Let's go ahead and start the wear test. We're gonna rewind the tapes a little bit. We're gonna put on this sunscreen so that you can see what it looks like without makeup on, and without further ado, let's get to it. So I've got my hair pinned back. Let's go ahead and let's see if you guys can see that. So I'm gonna do this side of the face first, just so that you guys can kind of see. Focus, there we go. Hey. All right, so it's pretty runny, as you can kind of see. It's a little blurry, but you can kind of get the gist of how it's going. I'm gonna put it on this side of the face. Now, my skincare is all done here up until moisturizer. This is the last step of your skincare routine. And then just so that you guys can see the difference, I'm just gonna do this side of the face so that you can see it, and then we'll finish it up. So there it is right there. It is very natural. This is a tinted sunscreen. However, for those of you that are using a tinted sunscreen as your foundation and really not putting anything on, no makeup on, this may or may not work for you, just depending on what your skin is like, really. For me, I can go out like this. The only thing it really does is like even out a little bit, but as you can see, there's not much coverage. So that's something that's going to be personal preference. It's going to be up to you, but kind of just evens out the tone. But for me, I typically would wear makeup with this unless I really know that I'm going to be covered, maybe the mask the whole time. All right, and now I am going to use some for my neck. Okay, so now the face is completely covered. So what do you think? This is what it looks like. As you can see, it doesn't cover anything on me. And some days I'm okay with that. I think the texture goes on super smooth. I'm definitely very, very dewy. I will say that. I like the texture quite a bit. It's a little bit runny. I don't personally enjoy thick formulas. I like the idea of being very easily able to spread it on my face. When it's super dry, it just depends on the formula, but it can lead to a lot of tugging. I feel like when I have a little bit of mobility to it, I don't pull and drag as much, if that makes any sense. But it's definitely still tacky. So for me, I normally wear makeup on top of this, and that obviously goes away. You've powdered, you've done all kinds of things. However, sometimes I will just powder this if I know that I just want to wear this that day and, you know, put my mask over it and try to prolong its wear. I will just put powder over this. I also have this little gal up here. Perfect day, filming day. Of course, I just have to have a pimple, but it's actually perfect so that I can kind of show you guys that this is absolutely no coverage whatsoever. Completely dry, it never goes to like a matte finish if that's what you're looking for, but it's not as tacky as it is right now. So that's kind of nice. The smell, there is a smell to it. It's not an added fragrance or anything. I think a lot of us are probably used to mineral sunscreens having a certain smell to them, no matter what. I don't mind it. I don't think it's a strong scent at all. It doesn't smell like fragrance. It smells like, to me, how a mineral sunscreen would smell. So that is what it looks like. Right. So I am going to wear makeup today. So we're gonna start our wear test. Let's get to it. Let's see how my makeup does today with this as my base. See you soon. All right, friends, we're back. My makeup is on. What a difference a little makeup makes. All right, so this is the finished look. For those of you who want to know, I am using the Ordinary, the Serum Foundation, although I have the full coverage one too, but I've just been using the Serum Foundation for whatever reason. And then I have some concealer on, the whole shebang. But anyway, this is what it looks like at the beginning of the day. I'm shooting kind of late here, but I probably got the sunscreen on around 12, and then right now it's about 1 o'clock. So I'll probably check in, or my goal for check-in or midday check-in, just to see how the sunscreen and the makeup are holding up, is about 4 o'clock. So that way you can kind of see if the sunscreen breaks down the makeup, what that looks like. Obviously for touch-ups, I will not be using the same product. I'll be using a different product for touch-ups, just the powdered sunscreen that I like to use. You know what I'm talking about, the Super Goop. I still use that for touch-ups because it's very, very easy. And I know there are other methods, ways out there, but so far that one just works the best for me for touch-ups. And then we'll do another check-in again at the end of the night so you can kind of see the progression of how everything kind of breaks down. And of course, I'll have my final thoughts at the end. All right, I will talk to you soon. All right, friends, so it is just past 4 o'clock right now. So this is our midday check-in. Later on today, I am gonna run some errands, but for the most part, I've just been working out the house a little bit. So not too much sun exposure really, but so this is what the makeup looks like. Not too much breakdown as of right now, but that was to be expected since we haven't really done too much except for stuff around the house. So we will check again in the evening and just kind of see how everything is breaking down, or if it's breaking down. So I will see you guys soon. Hi friends, welcome back. Okay, so it's the last check-in of the evening. It's about just past 9 o'clock. So I've had this sunscreen on for just over 9 hours, the makeup on for just over 8 hours, and this is what she looks like. So for me, keep in mind, it is winter right now. We're not like sweating as much. I almost have no breakdown anywhere. I do have some here, of course, under the eyes. That's actually a little abnormal, meaning I had a lot of transfer from my lashes down here, which I don't know what happened today, but for whatever reason, that transpired, which doesn't normally happen. I'm using a waterproof mascara that I use all the time, and I don't get this type of transference. I use the same concealer, the same foundation that I always use. I literally don't know what happened. I'm perplexed. Everything else, for the most part, is intact. I mean, my skin looks good. Now, I have been using this product now for probably anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. I absolutely love this product from day one. It is so light, so easy to use. Now, if you are looking for any sort of coverage with your tinted mineral sunscreen, I don't believe you're gonna get that here. Maybe if you have less hyperpigmentation than I do, or just less issues, it might work for you. In my opinion, it just doesn't have that much pigmentation. So just enough to even out the skin tone a tiny little bit. I have used it where I only use that product or this sunscreen and then use concealer to touch up the parts that I might have issues with, and that has worked for me as well. But a lot of the time I am wearing straight foundation on top of it. I have also worn it just on its own. I absolutely love this product. It is so easy to apply. It is so easy to wear, and it's just a joy to put on. And I kind of hate that I love it so much because, like I said earlier, it's about $37. This is for 1.7 fluid ounces. That's pretty standard for this price range, you know, for this level of product. Because I'm using this on my neck and my face every day. I feel like I'm already kind of running out. It's got to be at least halfway, if not more than that. A little bit of a high price point for me because I use so much of it all the time, and it just saddens me because I love it. But if you are looking for a new sunscreen, this is SPF 50. It's lightweight. It's got a little bit of a tint. It is easy to put on, easy to reapply. This is the jam. So if you're in the market to try something, this definitely has my recommendation. Love this product. Even if you are a makeup wearer, it works for us too. So those are my final thoughts. You guys let me know what you think. If you've tried this before or if you plan on picking it up, let me know. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. All right, friends, until next time.